is Jeopardy! Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy B back with you once again for another edition of the Answer and Question phenomenon known as Jeopardy right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could join me here once again. Well, this is our final episode of Jeopardy for the Takeover Tuesdays for this month. I think I've finished 2-1 so far, which is good. I'm trying to see if I can keep a winning record and make it 3-1 at the end of today's episode. So let's jump into it. Let's switch them out again. We'll bring back Ann, and we'll leave Mark on because he was a good component last time. So we have Ann, we have Mark, we have myself. Let's play some more Jeopardy. Alright, time for our first round, of course. One daily double on the board. As we look for these categories today. Starting with A and blank. Followed by word origins. Next we have State of the Union. We go to War and Peace songs. Okay, I might have a chance there. Celebrity the Century Stamps. Celebrate the Century Stamps. And Shore Shorts. Interesting selection of categories for this first one here. Curious to see where we go. Let's start with A and blank for 200. The frosty mug of root beer now sold under its name was brought in California in 1919. What is A and W? Love that root beer. Sometimes a little too much vanilla in it, but it's still good. A and W for 4. Jeopardy would fall under this game show format, the reverse of the normal. What is A and Q? What is the answer and question? Just talked about it. I like this category so far. A and blank for 600. The onlinebiography.com is a service of this cable channel. What is A and E? Arts and Entertainment is what it stands for. Love that channel. A and blank for 800. Lyle Lovett is a grad of this Texas university. What is A and M? 4 for 4. Can I get the berm out on this one? Let's see. A and blank for 1,000. This supermarket chain began back in 1859 as the bulk tea merchandiser. What is A and P? Nice! Get this broom out. I got a sweep. Now, if anything else goes wrong the rest of this episode, completely my fault. But I at least got one sweep. I'm happy with that. Let's go word origins 200. What's a carnival performer who bit off the heads of chickens today often refers to a computer nerd? What is a geek? I should know. I am one. Word origins for 4. It's a daily double. I have all the monies right now. How much do I feel like gambling? No, I'll do clue value on it. I'll do clue value on this one. 400. There it is. This snug-fitting one-piece garment used by dancers was invented by and named for a French aerialist. Leotard, sari, caftan, or toga. I believe it's a leotard. Yep, there you go. Doubled up. 3,600 for me there. And let's go with word origins for 6. This disease name is from the Italian for bad air. It was first thought to be caused by foul swamp air, not mosquitoes. What is bubonic plague? No. And I have my first miss of the game. Let's see if Anna Mark can get on the board. And Mark buzzes in. What is malaria? Oh, I said bubonic plague. Those were the two I was thinking of. Mark's got control. As we go to War and Peace songs for 1,000. In 1979 song, he wondered, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? That sounds like a Marvin Gaye song, but I don't think it's Gaye. It's Elvis Costello. Mark gets it for 1,000. He's on the board. Let's see. Where is he going? Celebrate the Century stands for 1,000. Decade that saw telephone spans the nation and U.S. Boy and Girl Scouting begins. I wish my buddy Nick was here. He would tell me when the Boy Scouts first began, because he did it for a number of years, but I can't think of the name right. The decade. It was the 1910s. The 1910s. Alright, Mark still got control, and he goes to word orders for 800. From a word meaning to provide a wedding gift, Yale passed the 10 billion mark in 2000. What is... benefaction? No. Yale's past the 10... Oh! I'm an idiot. Yale, not talking about a person. Yale University. I bet it was grants. I bet it was grants. No endowments. Okay. I would have been wrong then. I don't feel as bad now. Mark back control. State of the Union for 600. One of the biggest working U.S. movie and TV studios outside of California is at Universal Studios in this state. What is Florida? Again, if I missed that one, I'd have to turn in my Nickelodeon 90s kid card at that point. Any classic Nickelodeon game show was taped in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. Again, I would have hated myself. Nonetheless, word origins for 1,000. Self-examination, literally a looking into oneself. Take a guess. What is introspection? There we go. Now the audience goes wild. Love it. I like this. We're just going to go right down the board. State of the Union 200. In 1945, the world's first atomic bomb was tested in this state. What is, Nevada? It was New Mexico then. Mike, it's one of the southwestern states. I'm like, it's either Nevada or New Mexico were the first two that popped in my head. But I went to Nevada, and that's clearly the wrong one. Was it New Mexico? It was New Mexico. Alright. I fail. That's alright. We'll pick it up here. State of the Union 400. You'll find one of the world's largest chocolate factories 20 miles north of York in this eastern state. What is Pennsylvania? The Hershey's factory, I believe. State of the Union for 800. In 1896, a famous gold rush took place in what's now this state. That would be... What is... Colorado? Like, it's a... The gold rush, I knew you had to go west. Oh, I'm an idiot. I know it now, and I'm like... I literally get caught up in trying to think, because I first thought it was California, but no, the Alaskan gold rush. I forgot about that. And see, that's what, those little mistakes right there is what cost me in games, folks. I'm going to continue on State of the Union for 1,000. The only one of 4 states listed that isn't one of the 4 corner states. Okay, I could do this one. Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. Wyoming's north of it. It's like Wyoming is north of the 4 corners, so it's Wyoming. Alright, War and Peace Songs 200. With the E Street Band, he had a 1986 hit covering the song War. Who is Bruce Springsteen? I'm starting to recover a little bit from that State of the Union category. War and Peace Songs for 4. In 1973, this group had a peaceful, easy feeling. Who are the Eagles? I heard a really awesome mashup, giving it sort of a Christian theme with Peaceful, Easy Feeling and Amazing Grace. It's actually really pretty. War and Peace Songs for 600. John Lennon's first top 40 hit without the Beatles was this 1969 song. Mark beat me the buzzer. Was it Imagine? That was Give Peace a Chance. Oh, of course, it's the category. I would have been wrong. Mark goes again. Celebrate the Century stamps, 800. This decade has Earth Day and Monday Night Football. I'll take a shot. What is the 1970s? Oh, Mark beat me to it. A guy literally buzzed in at the same time, and I didn't realize Mark had it. I'm like, dang it. I'd have been right, though. Shore shorts for 600. The shores of Sandusky Bay are in this state. Sounds like it's Ohio. Alright, and almost out of the hole. She's still in the negative, though. Her selection gives her shore shorts for 800. This country has 2,600 miles on the Pacific and Punta Catalina on the Atlantic. What is Chile? Oh, of course, South American country, makes sense. And selects again. Celebrate the Century stands for 400. Margaret Mead and Babe Ruth are among the folks pictured in this decade. Was it the 20s? It was. And Ann's out of the hole. I was going to say, that was about the time the Babe was playing. War and Peace songs for 800. 10,000 Maniacs cover this 1971 hit by Cat Stevens. I should know this because I've been listening to a lot of Cat Stevens music lately. Peace Train. That's one I've actually not heard, though. So I'm glad I didn't buzz in and gets control. Shore shorts for 400. Jeddah and Al Qunafada are Saudi cities in this sea's shore. I probably butchered the hell out of both of those, and I apologize for it. The Red Sea. It's either the Red Sea or the black one. I don't remember what's where. But she got it right. She's got some money now. And goes with Celebrate the Century stands for 600. The space shuttle takes off, and the hostages come home during this decade. That sounds like the 70s. And dang it, Mark beats me with the buzzer again. Seriously. I'd have been wrong, though. It was the 80s. Like, literally, Mark, stop buzzing in the same time I am. Dang it. Alright, shore shorts for 200. That's the north shore of this island and the opening of Hawaii's 5-0. I have no idea. Oh, it's the island of Oahu. Fair enough. Alright, and, let's see. Mark, still your selection. Celebrate the Century for 200. Yeah. The Beatles' Yellow Submarine appears on the stamp celebrating this decade. That's got to be the 60s. There we go. I regain control of the board. To go to the final one for 1,000. Shore shorts. Corfu and Ithaca are two of this smallish sea's islands. I'm going to take a shot. What is the Mediterranean Sea? Nope. It was the Baltic. Like, it's one of the two. Let's see. Well, Anne's going to go for it. Oh, she misses it. She goes in the hole. And let's see. Will Mark go for it? He will not. Oh, it's the Ionian Sea. Okay. So that's it for the Jeopardy round. I'm in the lead with 4,000. Mark very close behind with 3,600. And minus 600 in the hole will select first to see if she can get out in our double Jeopardy round. Let's play double Jeopardy. Always 2 daily doubles on the board this time around as we look for these categories. The silver screen, talk about movies. Next, pop culture, yes. Number 1 in the NFL draft, Meismers. Thoruz Walden. I have no idea what that is. And finally, I'll be your waiter. It's so appropriate that the NFL draft one came up because the time I'm recording this one is the week of the 2019 NFL draft. So it's kind of appropriate. Been looking into it a little bit to see where everybody's going, especially I'm an avid Carolina Panthers fan, have been since day one in 1995. But realistically, I'm not sure where my team's going to go. I would hope we get some corners for our defense, because we could use those, because when our defense plays well, our offense seems to play better. I would be looking for receivers, a running back, and some corners on defensive-wise for my team to give us a chance. But we'll see how this goes. Ann gets the first selection. We started Pop Culture for 1200. Writing in this genre, Kim Stanley Robinson has won Hugo and Nebula awards. Not familiar with Kim Stanley Robinson in this one. It's science fiction. Okay. I need to read more science fiction books. I really do. Number one in the NFL draft for 1200. 1993 by New England. This quarterback. Was that? I think it was Bledsoe. I'm going with Bledsoe. Because I believe it might have been somewhat close to that same... No, it wasn't 93. It was several years later that Tom Brady was drafted dead last in an NFL draft. Let's go pop culture for 400. Rudyard Kipling's Kim is an orphan in this country. Wow, they're definitely pulling out some obscure ones for me. Not one that I'm familiar with. It's India. Alright, let's try it again for 800. Eli, the brother of this current NFL quarterback, caused quite a stir when he said he didn't want to play for the Chargers before the 2004 draft. Damn it. Mark beat me to it. I'm mad at that. It is Peyton Manning, obviously. Alright, Mark. Says, I'll be your waiter for 1200. Sir, a 20% from this for the Latin for voluntary is a synonym for tip, and mandatory for parties of 6 or more. What is gratuity? Alright, back to pop culture for 16. Kim Cattrall got plenty of mail as the lusty Samantha on this HBO show. It's got to be Sex in the City, I think. Yep. Sonny gushes about it all the time. That's where I thought I remember one of the names from. And selects the silver screen for 1200. In Castaway, Tom Hanks' character paints a face on a volleyball and gives it this name. What is Wilson? So many memes have been made of that over the years. It's crazy. Pop culture for 2000. She duetted with Kenny Rogers on Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer. Was that Dolly? I don't think that was Dolly. It was Kim Carnes. Okay, I was glad I didn't buzz in. I'm like, I don't think that was Dolly. Alright, we're out of pop culture stuff. Let's go. I'm going to try to save the NFL draft stuff for the end. Let's go back to silver screen for 400. Anthony Perkins played this role on film in 1960, 1983, and 1986, and in a 1999 made-for-TV movie. Who's Norman Bates? Mark gets it up to 3,600. He goes, I'll be your waiter for 800. No, the pork loin does not come with a vegetable or with anything else. That's what French for this phrase on the menu means. What is a la carte? No, you get a piece of pork loin. That's it. Silver screen for 80. Tom Jones sang the theme to this 1965 film, which Sean Connery remade as 1983 as Never Say Never Again. What is Casino Royale? Nope, wrong one. It's Never Say Die. I'm like, it's either Casino Royale, Never Say Die. I always choose the wrong one. I'm going opposite of where I'm thinking now. If I have it between two, I'm going the other way. It's Live and Let Die. Never Say Never. No, it was Thunderball. Really? Believe it or not, I've seen a lot of the films. I've never seen Thunderball. I need to brush up on that. Anyway, Thorol's Walden for 2000. By living in a cabin at Walden Pond, Thorol enacted the doctrines of this philosophical movement he belonged to. Transcendentalism. Interesting. I know nothing about Thorol's Walden, so that's going to be a category I'm going to just stay away from. Number 1 in the NFL draft for 1600. 1998 by this team, Peyton Manning. Who's the Indianapolis Colts? Alright, let's go to, I'll be your waiter for 400. I'll have both the black and white types of this and a mill, so you just grind it over your food until you start sneezing. What is pepper? Up to 9,600. I'll be your waiter for 1,600. For this course, we will have Bundino di ricotta and an excellent zebagon. That sounds like an appetizer, so let's do an appetizer. Nope, that's the main course then. Because I know ricotta is a type of cheese, so it's either an appetizer or main course. I thought it was main course. I took my own advice, went the opposite way, and I was wrong. Hey, this is a dessert? Really? Okay. Wrong either way. Still my board. Let's finish it for 2,000. In case of emergency, the wait staff know how to perform this, introduced in 1974. What is the Heimlich maneuver? Makes sense. Talk about food in a restaurant. Up to 10,000. Have the lead now. No point in say. I was going to save it for the end, but no point at this point. Number 1 in the NFL draft for 400. 1989 by Dallas. This Bruin quarterback. 89. Who is Troy Aikman? I'm mad trying to think of quarterbacks at this point. Alright, number 1 in the draft for 800. It's the Daily Double. Well, I really could put a dent in this one. Or I could really fall behind. I'll take a gamble. I'll go 5,400. Big bet on this one. Here's the clue. 1978 by Houston. This Texas running back. I regret it now. Who is Ernie Davis? Earl Campbell. I was right, it was an E name of sorts, but yeah. Kept my lead, but only by 200 now. Let's see if I can get it back. Draft for 2,000. 1949 by the Philadelphia. This man, Concrete Charlie, the NFL's last 60-minute player. Who is Chuck Bannerick. Alright, gave up most of my lead. I'll kick myself later for it as we continue on. Silver screen, 416. In Some Like It Hot, Marilyn Monroe's character, Sugar Cane, played this stringed instrument. Take a shot. What is the ukulele? Aha! Alright, silver screen for 2,000. In Mars Attacks, the Martians were defeated by the playing of this country singer in 1952, An Indian Love Call. I don't know who sung that one. I genuinely don't know who sung that one, so I'm not touching it. Even though I saw the answers, I don't think that was Hank Williams, Sr. Now watch, it'll be Hank Williams Sr. No, it was Slim Whitman. Okay. Don't feel bad now. Still my board. Let's go Meisner's for 400. Another daily double. Okay. Have no idea what this category is about. I'm just going to bet my $600. Actually, no, who am I kidding? I'm bidding $100. Like, nah. Alright, this Pennsylvania Dutch weren't Dutch immigrants, but they were of this background. What is Austrian? Nope, German. Okay, see? Don't feel bad about it. I only lost $100. Down to 6,500, and I'll go again Meisner for 8. This old corset stiffening substance is actually bladed, or baleen. What is whalebone? Okay. Alright, Meisner for 12. Milk, seltzer, and chocolate syrup combine to make this drink. What is a malt? No. Milk, seltzer, and chocolate syrup. It's a chocolate malt, I thought, but maybe... Let's see. No, it's an egg cream. Never had one before. Alright, Meisner for 1,600. What's called India ink didn't come from India, but from this country. I've heard of India ink, but I know nothing about it. China, okay. And now 2,000. Properly, it's the cavy, not from the place, and not related to the animal in this other name. Ooh, Mark lost 2,000 on that one. Okay. I could still have a chance at a runaway, but I've got to get one of these last few questions right and hope Mark misses the rest. So I got a chance. It's the guinea pig. Alright, so we're done with that, and now it's the other category I know nothing about. 400. Protesting slavery, Thoreau refused to pay his poll tax and landed in jail. An act of this, the title of his 1849 essay. What is civil disobedience? Fair enough. Thoreau's Walden for 800. In 1990, this co-founder of the Eagles founded the Walden Woods Project to protect it from development. Don't know, because I literally know nothing about it, other than maybe Don Henley. Yep, I could have stole that one had I just thought about who's in the Eagles. Mark goes for 1,600. Thoreau built his cabin on the shore of Walden Pond on land owned by this writer, his close friend. Who is Ralph Waldo Emerson. And now for the last clue. Economy. The first part of Walden says, this mass of men lead lives of this. What is quiet desperation? Yep, and I've definitely got some quiet desperation on me trying to win this game of Jeopardy, because the Daily Double Jeopardy round... The Daily Double Jeopardy. Wow. The Double Jeopardy round is now over. I'm still leading with 5,300. Mark has 3,600 and went with 1,000. Had I not went bold on that draft pick one, I would have had a chance. And I would have walked away with a win on this one. But I got to play for it, so it makes it more interesting for you guys at home. Let's get on over to... And unfortunately, Ann with minus 1,000 is out of Final Jeopardy. So it's down to just me and Mark as we go to our Final Jeopardy category. Which for today is... familiar phrases. Okay, I've got to do some math here. Alright, if Mark bids all out, 3,600 double is 7,200, which is 1,900 away from me. So, in order for me to have a chance, I have to bid 1,901 and get it right in order to guarantee a win. Alright, here is the clue. The phrase to turn a blind eye is said to have been inspired by a 19th century naval incident involving this man? I will go with, who is Sir Francis Drake? Correct response is Lord Horatio Nelson. I'm incorrect. I lose it. $33.99, and unfortunately did not win. Mark only bid $187. Wow. $37.87 is how we finish it. So I finished with $33.99 in second place. Mark wins with $37.87, and that is that game of Jeopardy. Alright, not the way I wanted to finish it, but it's how it went down on this one. Again, stupid mistakes on my part could have kept me from winning, but again, not for real money. In a real money scenario, would have never risked that much on the draft. Anyway, I've got $237,052 now, and that's the end of our Jeopardy for Takeover Tuesdays. We'll see Jeopardy back on another edition on our Mystery Monday rotation next time. But again, meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like this series, check out the entire playlist here on the channel. And if you want to see more Jeopardy fun, make sure you hit more great game shows we have here on the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the answers come our way once again, where we must provide the question, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for another edition of Jeopardy. Take care. Bye for now, folks.